Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Barbershop Talk. I'm live with my dogs, Darius and Tony. We back for episode 2,
Wagwan.
season 3.
What's a guan, brother?
And
What's a guan?
what's up, Ron? I don't have a cool Caribbean accent, so I'm just keep it basic Northern Virginia black guy. But no, that's the thing though. You ever notice that? Like there are categories of black men. There's like that ratchet nigga you need that you don't really feel comfortable around, but you like that he's your friend. Then you have like the normal black nigga. You know his parents got a
Hey,
nice house. You can go there.
Hey,
Then you got like the nigga who's the artsy nigga. You don't know like, bro, are we gonna end up doing acid or we gonna play the game?
hey,
It's like
yo.
All spectrums.
Spectrum.
all spectrums, man. But how's your week, man? Fellas, talk to me
It's been good.
so far.
I've been,
Yeah.
I've just been working, grinding though. You know, I'm about to close on a house this weekend, so I'm lit about that.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about,
Yeah.
bro. You know,
That's what's up.
in his 20s, bought a clothes on the house.
Yes, sir.
Let me be the most. Let me do the most.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go, baby.
Maybe, I mean, Darius, you look like you just got back from the gym, and I'm trying to get like you,
Nah,
brother.
I ain't do nothing
That's
today.
what I'm saying, right?
My man looking swole over there.
Chilling.
Nah, but this week's been a little hectic for me, and it's only Tuesday. So yeah,
Damn, bro. Like, what happened already?
a lot of stuff with my car, with Pep Boys. It's just just a lot going on. Me Ubering from DC to Virginia to DC to Virginia, taking the metro.
Damn.
I'm like 10 years removed from the metro, so
Yeah,
that's
you struggling now.
it's a whole new
Can't jump the gates no more too. So
yeah, no more jumping.
Don't you just look at everybody differently like you're better than them? Like, I don't belong on here. I don't want to be on this metro.
I have a car. No, I'm pretty sure
I have a
everybody
car.
has a car when you're traveling metro, but it's just easier to take the metro.
fact.
When I got my first car back in college, it was a Dodge Neon. When I came back to the DMV, taking the metro, I felt so different. I used to look at people like, "Oh, you have to be here." I got my car upstairs. You got to be here.
Abuse of power.
Abuse of power, man. That's society. But we got a good show lineup for our viewers and our listeners because we are on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast. We want you guys to follow Barbershop Talk Sports Pod. Follow us, subscribe. We need it. We need help. We trying to save our families. And yeah, man. But we not because they're just closing the house, so that means he's
I'm
getting money.
good. I'm good.
I don't know.
Now.
Yeah, cash at me, bro. Cash
Nigga,
at
I
me.
need like $1,000 tomorrow. Hey, if Anthony Davis hits a 3, I make for the first basket of the game. I make $9,500. So let's see if that happens tonight.
Put me on a parlay tonight.
Nah,
Yeah.
so I did like the sweat free joint. So I put $50 on him to make a 3 to start the game. I just need somebody to miss a basket and that nigga pick it up and shoot that bitch.
You could be a different nigga tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I would show up to work, bro. Say I'll take the day out.
I'm rooting for you, bro. I need at least half.
Nah.
Yeah.
You can't have it.
You got me at least that. That's just a black man thing to do. Is like your man wins and
You
you
said,
got
let
to
me
go
get half,
with him.
bro.
Like let him
We
win.
all win. We all win.
Eating that day for sure.
Yeah, man. But so before we start the show, there's a topic that wasn't on our list of topics this week that I want to talk to you about because I'm a little sensitive to it, and I felt like the society we live in right now, and it's black man talk. So I don't know if you saw, but Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend was on Angel Reese's podcast last week.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and Shorty went on there, and I hate Taylor Swift. I openly hate Taylor Swift. I do not support her. I hate her. Don't mind. And I'm a Ravens fan, so.
But why though? Why?
Because first of all,
Do you hate the person or do you hate the musician?
I hate all of it.
Damn.
Okay.
Like I hate the imaginary person in her. It's because listen, like football, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, I feel like for the last 3 years, America has been trying to force her on us and make her like the new Beyonce. She's not. I can't even name a fucking Taylor Swift song modern day, but she's selling out concerts for $8,000 a ticket. Like you got me fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't like Taylor Swift for that reason. And then secondly, I feel like the whole her and Travis Kelce is a scam, just to like get the NFL, ratings
More
up.
publicity.
Yeah.
More publicity. But this week, I actually was clapping for Shorty because Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend, an African-American lady, and I love my sisters, but I wasn't happy with what I heard. He went on Angel Reese's podcast and said, and I want to get your take, Darius and Tony.
Yeah.
She said that the reason why she and Travis Kelce couldn't, continue that relationship, it wasn't because she was a groupie, it's because that quote unquote, she doesn't go 50-50 on anything that looks like her. And this narrative, living in the DMV area, DC, another big black city, this is like a thing of like, I don't know if it's like a city girl energy or if it's like a black woman thing, or am I just generalizing my sisters? But why do y'all feel about women saying some shit like that to you? Like, she's too good to go 50-50, and if a woman looks so beautiful, like, she does not pay the bill or she's not responsible for herself. How do y'all feel about that, and how would y'all address that if your woman came to y'all like that?
Run.
You said
Run?
run?
Nigga, because at the end of the day, relationship a relationship, bro. But if that's the type that they want to be, then that's on them. They gotta be by themselves, dude. Find a man that's gonna do that for them. I personally would rather have a woman that's like able to be like, that's perfectly fine. If you talk to them about what you want to spend your money on, and it's not all them, because as a single human being, I don't believe in childing a second person to the full extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what children are for. So I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to pick up two human beings' expenses. I just think it's a little crazy. So it's like, talk to your woman, and if they not rocking on that,
Get him out of there.
You're out of there.
I mean, my perspective's a little different, right? I'm thinking about, and just to preface, I don't know Travis Kelce, or I don't know his ex-girlfriend, the person,
but I
at
do
all.
know that
I don't know
Travis
them at all.
Kelce is cheap.
I mean, you got to be. So
Exactly.
is Ocho, and look where he ended up. He still got 82 million in the bank.
Ocho almost cried when he heard his man's was broke, bro. That's the type of shit that I'm trying to say. It's like, if your situation not allowing you to do that, don't sit here and be like, yeah, I'm a, and niggas go broke all the time thinking that they rich. So it's like, it's not about that
So
to me. It's all about
so
what you can do.
so listen,
Right.
right? She's allowed to feel however she wants to feel, and in
Right.
her brain, she probably think she's the Travis Kelce. You know.
Right.
So she's like, nah, I'm not gonna allow a nigga to just come in here and do what he want. Like, if you want me, you gotta spend all this bag.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, you got money. This is like an easy thing for you. But on the other hand,
Right.
Travis Kelce, like, what the fuck do I look like? Like, what type of
Right.
wigger do you
But
think I am?
for context, I actually did some research because I cared enough. She actually is rich herself. She's a sports
Yeah.
reporter.
Yeah.
I think she's worth a few
Yeah.
million herself.
Yeah.
She's rich now. So listen, I don't think it's an issue with spoiling your girl, taking care of your ladies.
Facts.
I feel like as a man, we naturally want to do that
Facts.
if we feel safe. We don't feel like you're a gold digger.
But
You
when
don't
you,
have to
but
tell a
when
man
it's but
that.
when it's
Hey,
being forced down on you, bro, woo, that's
that's where
different.
I'm just
That's
like,
when
sis.
it's like, yeah, it's not fun no more. Like, providing for someone always feels great, but when it's like,
And it's not cute.
yeah, exactly, it becomes like
Not cute.
distasteful to want to do when you have to do it because they ask you to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels better
Right.
when you're doing it genuinely, but when you're not doing it genuinely, bro, that shit don't sound. I mean, here's the other thing. You can find a lot of women as an athlete who's rich as fuck making that great money who don't have your best interest in mind at all. So
Right.
if you're a year into a relationship, Shawty ain't doing too much for you, and then she's like, I don't ever want to go 50-50 with you on anything, while you also still getting to know her, everything like that, because you only a year knowing her. What do you think you're gonna do? You gonna stay down and be like, oh, you so beautiful that it don't matter, or you gonna be like, nah, I kind of want better for myself, like as the nigga making so much money, like that's how I would look at it.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
That's
I mean,
interesting perspective.
it's safe to say that she fumbled the bag.
You're right, exactly.
She fumbled the bag for that.
And this nigga went from having to go potentially 50-50, he fell into an ugly billionaire. I'll take her. I'll take Taylor. You know what I mean? Why not?
You hate her
You
though.
can-
You hate
Hey,
her.
even if you hate her, right?
Yeah, I still don't know what song, but she's almost a billionaire, and they love her
You're
here in
crazy,
America.
bro.
So
You're
all I
crazy.
know is, like, when
You are
growing up,
crazy.
she used to hate all her ex-boyfriends. That's what all the songs was about. So
And they was all cranking though. If you think about it,
they
you know
was
those songs
cranking,
were
but like
about
they
her.
was
Giving
cranking
her-
to the point that they was
giving her
charting
hits,
and
bro.
they were memorable. To the point I feel like America wants her to be Beyonce so much. Maybe it's just me seeing that shit, but I'm like, why are they forcing Taylor Swift on us? Like, she was never a bad bitch. Like, I'm sorry, I've never thought Taylor Swift was a bad bitch.
You're funny.
Yeah, man, I just have to touch on that.
Nah, but that was a great start. I like that.
For sure.
Yeah. But let's start off the show. Let's jump right into the NFL. This past week, we saw a lot of good quarterback play.
Man.
Unfortunately, the Chiefs are still undefeated, and it bothers me because I'm a Ravens fan, and we kind of like, when it's time for us to play the Chiefs, we just look like we're a JV team for some reason. But the guy Patrick is still Patrick. The refs, they're still on this side. Is Patrick Mahomes still the best quarterback in the NFL? That's my question to you guys. From what you've seen in the past week, and from just your overall view of what you know of Patrick and everything, do you think the guy is just the best quarterback in the game currently?
Here's my take, man. It's beginning to look like their coach is the best coach in the NFL. And Patrick Mahomes is great, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if his play is best quarterback. I think he's good, of course, but I could care less about watching him play. It's just not that interesting to me.
So, and I appreciate that take. I'm gonna disagree to an extent, though. I believe that Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback. I believe the team. I believe the coach, the scheme that they have for Patrick Mahomes is amazing. Don't get me wrong. You throw Patrick Mahomes on the Cowboys, they're going to the Super Bowl. But I just think it's how you scheme it. So I think it's a lot to have to do with scheming day to day. I mean, week to week scheming. Not every team's going to be the same. You can go and want to run the rock all the time, but then something happens where you fumble the ball and touchdown or just something like that. Some unexpected points happen. Then anybody can be a bad quarterback. I mean, but I'm looking at his stats right here, and I'm looking at this is offensive leaders as far as passing yards. It goes Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy, Kirk Cousins, Lamar. And these numbers are 19, 1,985, 1,859, 1,841, 1,830, 1,810. Patrick Mahomes is not on that level. He's not, I mean, they're winning. They're undefeated, clearly, but as far as him individually, yes and no.
What week did Rashee Rice get injured? Week 3?
Week 3, I believe.
What week did Pacheco get injured?
That was gonna be my point.
Week 4.
Not to cut you off, Tone.
No. So here's what I have to say about it, though. The Rams lose all these players, right? The 49ers lose all these players. Brock Purdy, not that great now, of course, because you don't have the supporting cast. Matt Stafford, not that great now because you don't have that supporting cast. Patrick Mahomes is not that great right now. That's my point. But they're still winning, which means to me that the coach is doing an amazing job. I don't really think it's on Patrick Mahomes per se. Like he's still making mistakes, mind you. It's not like he's not throwing picks. He's not having perfect games. Like you look at Jared Goff, he threw 18 for 18 with like 290 yards, bro. That was top tier quarterback right now. But he's not the greatest quarterback in the league, obviously, just because of the season that he's having through 7 weeks. But Patrick Mahomes is not playing like amazing, obviously, because he don't have his players. But his coach is amazing. Actually, like his coach is doing numbers, bro. Like
I mean, Andy Reid is, to your point, Darius. Andy Reid is probably. I mean, I can't even believe I'm saying that now because growing up, we've always thought it's Bill Belichick and then everybody else, right? Of the greatest of all time. We weren't around when Bill Walsh and them niggas was around, so I don't know that. But yeah, because they always give that nigga all the credit. And I'm like, bro, I never saw him, bro.
Right.
I'm sorry. But Andy Reid is one of the greatest, like, I don't know how can I say, when you look at his time in Philly, he had McNabb. Andy Reid knows how to scheme.
Right.
And y'all are right. The guy is he's a genius when it comes to like the offense. Sometimes I imagine how would Lamar Jackson look with like Andy Reid as his head coach and play
crazy,
caller.
bro.
Or Josh Allen, something like that. So I get it. But I gotta push back on it. And as much as I'm a Lamar fan, you guys know I'm a big fan of Lamar and the Ravens. But I think that we have to give Patrick Mahomes his credit until we find out that the NFL is a scam and that the rest are like. No, I'm saying we have to believe that until we know that for sure. Like we have to believe.
Camera went out. There we go.
Until we know that for sure, we have to believe that Patrick Mahomes is the best in the game right now. And the reason why I say that, y'all know the NFL is the toughest league out there, right? And you can have the best coach, but players play the game. Patrick Mahomes is not he hasn't thrown 20 touchdowns and 5 picks. No, it's actually very even in average, like y'all said.
Right.
But when I look at it, I'm like, during the offseason, he started out with Hollywood Brown, Rasheed Rice, the kid who's the fastest in the league, quote
Xavier Worthy,
unquote,
yeah.
and Xavier Worthy, and he had a whole group of like receivers who I thought he was gonna go crazy this year. But the fact that he can still, the Chiefs can still be 7-0 in the NFL, barring us finding out that this is a scam, like the Patriots and like the rest of the Chiefs. I gotta say, Patrick Mahomes is the best baller because from a game to game, I've watched him like destroy the Ravens every year, and there's always a thing of him just being a baller. It's not that he's gonna. Patrick Mahomes could have like the greatest stats if he
Yep.
had the receivers. He has the talent to. But when I watch him, it's just like the little plays, those little like nigga fucking trucked the safety and scored, or those little runs that he would end up. You would think he's about to go out of bounds, and he runs for
Yeah,
40
bro.
yards.
That shit is crazy.
It's those
He has
little
heart.
things
Yeah.
that makes me say that he's still the best quarterback in the game because he's still winning games. He has the best coach. But hey, what receiver can you name except for Juju Smith, who's on TikTok doing dances? That's not
That
much.
nigga was out
So that's
this
just my
weekend.
take on it. I'm a Lamar Jackson guy. I believe Lamar Jackson is the
You know
best.
what's crazy?
He's the best talent in the league, but Patrick Mahomes is still the best guy until
Juju didn't
further
even play
notice.
this weekend, bro. Like,
He didn't play.
nah, he was out the whole game. Like that's why
Sad.
them winning that game was crazy. They didn't even have receivers. Like
Who's playing receiver? Literally,
don't
who?
know.
Like guards? They have shooting. I mean,
Mecole
left
Hardman
guards.
is like their wide receiver one right now, bro. Like I don't know how they're winning games.
He's getting
Just let
targets
that-
though.
let
He's
that
getting
sit with you,
targets.
Tony. Nikhil Hartman is your best receiver right now. Just
He's
sit with
definitely
that.
getting targets though. So
It's just
All right.
like I don't know how they win it right now, but they winning, bro. I think they do for a loss. Maybe the Raiders because Antonio Pierce made his team hate the color red. They might go over there and lose.
superstitious.
We'll see. But you mentioned something earlier. You mentioned what's his name?
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. So my next question is: do you think Jared Goff should be in the MVP conversation or like the front runner right now, based off his team record, what he's done with what he has, and playing in the NFC? That's right now, I think, the better conference. What do you guys think about Jared Goff? Because whenever I think Jared Goff, I always think about the kid from Cal who went to the Super Bowl with the Rams
yeah.
and just like a manager. But now I'm like, that boy went to Detroit and got tough.
I mean,
So what's your take? Should we start seeing him more as an MVP candidate, or is it just like the Jared Goff thing you can't get out of your head?
see, that's another team where it's like, bro, they have so many weapons. None of them are injured. They staying healthy. Jared Goff is just
Well,
part
Jameson
of.
Williams injured. I mean, he's out. He's suspended 2 games.
That just happened though. But you see,
Who is?
J-Mo?
Oh, it's the story of his life, bro.
I
He's
don't
been
know what's
suspended.
up with him. Vikings. That was the most even game I've ever seen in the NFL. By the way, everything was split down the middle. Pass yards, rush yards, everything. They had like everything was exactly the same. So that was a good ass game. But I don't know I think if Sam Darnold can be in the MVP conversation because he's like tied for 5th, I think. If Sam Darnold could be in it, then so could Jared Goff. So
Jared Goff should be on top of Sam Darnold.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Especially after beating him, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of puts a lot into perspective. I think Jaden Daniels is tied for 7th. The number 1 is Patrick Mahomes, and then you got Joe Burrow at like top 5 somehow. I don't think he's in that conversation at all. Though.
They love Joe Burrow.
They love themselves some Joe Burrow, but fuck that. Like, I think
from 8 Super Bowls ago. But
yeah, exactly. But I would say Jared Goff is very much a candidate, especially with having a perfect game. I don't think that's talked about enough. You go 18 for 18 against a Seahawks team. I think that's worthy of conversation. They're not a bad team. And on top of that, the Lions are actually doing this thing right now. You can look it up. Every single team that they've played, the next week they lose. They play Seattle, beat the shit out of them. The Seahawks ended up losing to the Giants. That's a team that just wears your ass down. And Jared Goff being at that.
You think they humble teams?
Bro, they do more than humble teams. They hurt them, bro. They go into the next week like, okay, Seattle should not lose to the Giants, right? Like on paper, you should never feel like the team that's passing the most has the most lethal wide receiver room, like top 5 wide receiver room, and they lose to the Giants.
Right.
Like, Detroit is doing something to these teams, and it's a hangover thing. They got like literally every single team they've played the next week they lose. So I think the
They got them out the way.
Vikings end up losing to the Rams this week too off of that, and it's.
Yeah, we gonna have to talk numbers. We gonna have to talk numbers at the end of the show. Where I got Darius, but Tony, what about you? What do you think about Jared Goff?
So sifting through all that, Darius, I took a little bit of things from what you had to say. First of all, Sam Darnold, has much less to work with than Jared Goff. That's why he's above, in my opinion, than Jared Goff.
You think so?
Yeah, man, he has much less to work with. Who else?
He has a Pro Bowl running back. He has a Pro Bowl receiver.
Okay, so
I'm looking at best receiver in the league, arguably,
the best
bro.
receiver in the league.
And you can easily shut that down. You can easily shut that down.
Shut down yet, bro?
Because they're not double teaming them every play.
Okay,
I don't know why they're not double teaming.
Whose fault is that?
Why are they not double teaming Justin Jefferson every single play?
Bro, did you not see his 99-yard touchdown? He was double teamed then. You can't say nothing about that boy. You can't say nothing. Nah, you can't say he's not. No,
I'm not even on that level right now. But listen. So Jared Goff, right? Jared Goff has 184 completions, 128 completions, 74 attempts for 1,600 yards.
Right.
I'm looking at Jahmyr Gibbs, 81 carries, 84 yards. Dave Montgomery, 81 carries, 382 yards.
Say it again.
Yeah, 84 yards.
Nah.
I mean, 64 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs. Apologize.
Why is he still on the team?
So what those numbers are telling me is it's not just Jared Goff. If you don't have a run game, you don't have nothing, bro. Like you're one dimensional.
You can make that argument about a lot of teams, though. You can make that argument about Patrick Mahomes.
They're not one dimensional. They still look at Kareem Hunt. He's been shredding people.
That's my point. That's my point, though.
If you can get those hard yards on those first and second down, you're Gucci, bro. Everybody has a 3rd and 3 play. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does.
Except for the fucking Jaguars, but carry on.
But what I'm saying is,
so everybody got a 3rd and 3 play.
I think maybe this is a weird take. I think if you throw Tua in this offense, it'll be the same thing. It's the coaching and the scheme, bro.
That boy don't want to wear a guardian cap, bro.
I mean, we're not talking about that. I'm just saying, I think Jared Goff is better than Tua, but if you throw Tua in this offense, it'll be the same exact thing. They'll be successful.
I actually don't agree. And the only reason why is because the Lions scheme very well, but it's not like go run and I'll throw it to you. Like Tyreek Hill is basically running go routes for every play when he's on when Tua's on the field. If it's not a go, it's a fake little
crossing.
You know what I'm talking about? Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like they be just giving him like a little 5-yard pass to make that breaks off like for 80 yards. But if you see what Jared Goff is doing, he's throwing dimes to J-Mo deep down the field. He's throwing dimes to, and mind you, they don't really have Sam Laporta. Like he's not existent this year.
They don't throw him the ball, bro.
Jared, I think something that makes the MVP valuable is also like if you took that player and put him on another team, right?
Right.
So if you took Jared Goff and maybe put him on the Jaguars, are the Jaguars a little bit better than they are right now? What do you guys think?
No.
I think the Jags suck because their coach sucks, so it wouldn't really change.
Okay, but time out though. All right, so this is so off topic, but I feel like there are teams and people who just get passes. We've been saying the fucking Jaguars organization is dysfunctional since like fucking Flat Flintstone and them niggas like left. Like how
they took ETN
or the coach. They ran Urban Meyer out of there. They ran who else? Everybody. It's always the coach. When are we gonna hold players accountable? And I'm one of those guys who I'm like, listen, the coach matters. The coach is
definitely.
The coach is a representation of the team. That should be the face. But I just feel like teams like the Jaguars, I'm like, nah, just say like they fucking lose because they're trash.
Bro,
and the players come there and they're just trash.
Half and half.
But I'm tired of coaches always getting like Doug Peterson. They were like, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. He's gonna like help Trevor take him to the next level. They liked him during the offseason. I think a little bit last year. Now he's the worst. So I'm like, come on, I hate that pass that people always give for organizations. No, the Jaguars is just trash. Like, not to be funny.
No,
the Commanders were just trash for a long fucking time, no matter who came.
Facts.
So I don't know, but I just I just had that deep down. I had to let that out,
You
man.
had to get
So
that. My man had to get that off his chest. That's been itching his body for the
Hey,
longest
I
time.
swear.
yeah, I'm gonna have to hit my vape on this, man.
I
All right,
mean,
well, fellas,
go ahead. Go
all
ahead.
right, go ahead, Darius. Last take.
Nah, I really think like you throw Jared Goff on like 28 of the 32 teams, bro. He's probably cooking. So
You put him on the
No,
Browns. Is he cooking?
no.
not without Amari Cooper, like that team doesn't really have a
Would
receiver.
he cook on the Steelers?
Yes, 100%.
I can see that.
He was trashing Sean McVay's offense.
He
He
No.
wasn't
wasn't
trash. Sean
trash.
McVay
They
just
went
fucking
to
fell in love with like Matthew Stafford out of nowhere. But he
Did you
wasn't
see
trash.
him? You see why they traded him though?
They traded him because they felt like his arm was limited, and they wanted Matthew Stafford, who could like throw it on to fucking Saturn from like 7-Eleven.
that wasn't really like.
That was literally why.
I just don't think their scheme matched with Jared Goff, bro.
They sent him to Detroit to die. I do give him credit for bouncing back. I'm
Bro,
not
he
kidding,
did
bro.
get sent there to die, and it ended up
Yeah,
working out great. So
yeah.
it's
And now he's what I think the highest or the second highest paid player. He just signed a new extension.
I think he
Like
did.
yeah, he's
I think
he's
he
like
Kudos,
did.
behind
man.
Dak now as like the second or third highest
Yeah.
paid quarterback now.
Let me
So he got
hold
the
something.
bag.
Hey,
Are you living in Detroit? If you play for Detroit, before we switch to the next topic, are you living in
fuck
Detroit?
no.
You like hell no. You got your house in L.A.
Not me.
Hey, you gonna go during Thanksgiving, give a couple turkeys downtown and
And keep it
get
Keep
out
pushing.
it
of here.
pushing for sure.
Trust that water. But yeah, I don't trust that water in Flint.
Hey, you know they got a beach over there, bro. It's just concrete though.
Nigga, what is like nuclear waste in there? Like from Ford?
Probably.
Bro, in the
The fuck
summers,
is in
in the
there?
summers,
GM Motors?
in the
Old
summers, they
cars.
just be sitting on the concrete chilling, bro. That shit is hilarious. That shit is
All right, so
hilarious.
fellas, let's pivot a little bit. Let's talk about a team now that nobody's gonna ask this because he's not an MVP quarterback, but his team right now has a spotlight on him. And I think we know is the guy who we all can't stand because I personally used to love him, but I feel like now he's a crybaby and he loves attention. And he has emotional issues that he needs to go to therapy about. But the Jets, let's talk Jets football.
Oh man.
So, do y'all think the Jets have any chance at making the playoffs this year based off their current record and what you saw in the limited action with Devontae Adams there?
Nah, I think they're just done.
Mm. Okay.
I don't even know. I don't even know what else to say. Like,
You ain't want to elaborate on that a
bro,
little bit? There, so this is
they're
done.
2-5, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would they need to get to the playoffs? 7-game, 8-game win streak.
Well, the Dolphins do fall apart. I'm not so sure on the Buffalo Bills like I was the
See,
first 3 weeks.
yeah,
And they also have the Patriots in their division. So
they
some
got
things
10
could.
weeks left, and they have to win like 9 of those 10, bro. I just don't see that happening.
I didn't see it like that. There's going numbers on me. I'm going like based off my emotions
Yeah,
and me
no,
thinking
like
like
it's just you're running
but
out of
damn.
time. If they won last week, it would have been a possibility. But you got 10 weeks
Right.
left, and you need like 8 or 9 wins. How are you
Okay.
gonna lose just 2 games when you can't get an offense going? Your players are doinking passes off their chest and shit. Like niggas stink.
So
What about you, Tone? What do you think?
I'm looking at the divisions right now, all the AFC
Mhm,
teams.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna go top first. So
All
top
right.
is AFC East,
And
Buffalo
Tony's our
Bills.
stats guy, by the way. His
Yep.
name's Tony Shafter, aka Wild Take Tone. But go
That's
ahead.
that's funny. The Buffalo Bills are 5-2. AFC North, the Ravens are 5-2, and the Steelers are 5-2.
But they're not really 5-2 though, because we know like when shit hits the fan, the Steelers ain't really doing nothing.
I'm just looking at the numbers they provide me. I'm just going over them. AFC South, Houston is 5-2. Kansas City is 6-0, and they're not even in the wild card at this
Right,
moment.
bro.
Like they're 2.5 games behind everybody here.
So you guys don't foresee like some 2011 vintage Aaron Rodgers coming back and winning the next 9
Bro,
games?
if they can't, nah, cause they still.
What's gonna change?
Cause look, you have to play the Bills. The Patriots are pretty good on defense every week.
Right.
Like you got to play the Dolphins, who are the number 1 quarterback defense. They don't allow pass yards to nobody. Unless
Right.
we see some, like, here's my thing. If Devontae Adams came into that system and had 7 catches, 80 yards, a touchdown to start his season in the New York Jets, I would have said, oh yeah, they could do something. That nigga had like 3 catches. They're not going to do too much.
Mm.
I don't think you can see them doing more when like two players who have played with each other for so long don't know how to just make an offense work all of a sudden.
But they are getting a Sean Reddick back, and I'm not saying he's
I
like
don't think he
Lawrence
changes the
Taylor, but
game for them when
I
their
don't think he
defense
does
is
either.
already top 10 and they're still losing. Like, you just need
mm,
more. And I don't know what it is, but y'all don't have, like, they just don't got it this year.
They don't have the running game,
Yeah,
those big chunk running plays. They don't have that
yeah.
this year. Brees Hall used to, before he got injured
You know what I'm
last year. He
saying?
was
mm.
he was liable to take it to the
He
crib.
was on
Now
some
I don't
Derrick
see
Henry
that.
shit for real. Like,
I thought he was
I
the
don't
best
see
running
that.
back in the league,
last
like
year.
coming into this year. I thought he could be this
Yeah.
year, and so I'm glad he's taking him in our fantasy
You know
league.
what I'm saying? So I don't
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
know.
but
don't.
all right.
I'm just kind of like off the Jets. I think because I actually had them winning the division, and this is hilarious because
You
I
had them
made this
winning the
bet
division.
like week 2. They were probably
Mm.
2-0 or some shit. I don't know what they were. They were probably like actually they were probably 1-2. I don't remember, but I made that bet and they haven't won a game since. So I'm just out on them. I'm not a fan of them no more, bro. I can't.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is
That's
kind of
They
crazy.
crazy.
ain't won a
So
game
this
since.
next this we gonna introduce a new little game to our podcast here. Where we'll just go divisions. Like every couple of weeks, we'll touch on divisions, and I'll try to get a perspective of who you guys think is going to win that division. So every 2 weeks, we're going to do a check in. So I'm going to go from division to division, and I'll ask you guys, and y'all can give me your make it a 10-second feedback. All right.
Yes, sir.
So let's start with the AFC. So AFC East, who do you guys have winning that division now, and who are you predicting it to win in the rest of the season, or based off what you've seen now and the rest of the
Shit.
season?
Give me the Bills, man. It's just that there's not enough competition in that division right now. Tua
Mm.
went down for a little too long. I don't think they got it to come back like that. So give me the Bills.
Bills too. Everything Darius said.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I will go with the. I just want to be dramatic, but I'm not a dumbass,
Go with the
so I'm gonna
Dolphins.
say the Bills.
Go with
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
Dolphins.
say
Okay.
the Bills. Nah, I don't know. Tua shouldn't be playing football. He should be like really chilling.
Here's a thing that you could say though. Like, the Dolphins do have the best pass defense in the league right now, like top 3. They
Right.
have a great defense. They just had no offense whatsoever. With Tua back, they could really make a push for that number 1 seed. And you can make an argument for it. Like in the conference they're 2-3. It's possible. Like it's just very possible that they come back, get what they need to do done, and win that division. I wouldn't say it because the Bills just got Amari Cooper. They're looking great,
Mhm.
and they don't really
Yeah.
have any issues. So it's like I would just say the Bills. But Dolphins could do it as long as Tua is healthy.
Nah, the Dolphins could. The Dolphins could. They definitely have the talent to make that turnaround. So AFC West, who do you have?
Nah, you already know, man.
KC.
Should we just
KC.
skip that
You
division?
already know, man.
The Nexus Browns. I mean the Broncos and they're 4-3. No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I'm not a believer.
I'm
I'm
not.
sorry. I'm not a believer in Bo Nix. I feel like I have like this weird. I don't know if I. Yeah, I ready to go back to therapy, bro. I have this thing where I feel like Russell Wilson was not given a fair chance because he was a Negro quarterback by Sean Payton, and
Hey,
fucking Bo Nix has not been anything of an upgrade, and goddamn anything he does, Sean Payton is loving on that boy on the sideline. And I'm just like, that's weird. I hate that shit in sports. So
that's true.
I'm not a Bo Nix fan. I don't think he's gonna develop. The nigga's 25 years old as a rookie. I don't give a fuck like what people
Give
Hey,
him
think,
his
but that's a
kind. He's
problem.
giving them confidence,
hey,
man.
he's not
That's a
bad
red.
though.
No, that's a red flag. First of all,
I
to
will
me,
say Bo Nix is not bad though.
but
He's doing something over
there
there.
is. If I'm a GM, I'm sorry, I'm toxic. If I'm a GM and you're not coming out your junior year, that's a red flag.
Hey,
You need to be
that's
nice.
fair.
If you come out your senior year, that's a red flag. Let
Nah,
alone a
that's fair.
redshirt senior, bro.
That's very fair.
So, all right. So AFC South, who do you guys got?
I'm going with the Colts, bro.
You going with the Colts?
Yup.
Over the Texans? Why?
Tough,
Texans don't have their
tough.
number 1 receiver. We beating them this weekend. I don't give a fuck what you
Hmm.
guys say. The Colts are going to the
Yeah,
number 1 right there, bro.
yeah.
I don't
What
care.
about you,
Decent
Tone?
take.
Anthony Richardson just needs a little bit of time. I'll say this though. Shane Steichen gave him no opportunity to do well against the Dolphins. He gave him like go routes against a number 1 pass defense in my books.
Right.
What are you gonna do? They won the game regardless. The Houston Texans
Hmm.
defense is not showing
They
up
did.
outside of getting sacks. Like they can't get stops. They can get sacks, and when it doesn't really matter that much. I'm gonna go ahead and
Right.
say the Houston Texans have the opportunity to do well, but Cole's gonna take that from them. They showing up when it matters in every.
What about you, Tone?
Go this division, Houston. Like there is,
Houston.
I feel like it's kind of cut and clear. They don't have their number one receiver, but they do have Tank Dell, who emerged last year before he broke
You
his
got a
femur.
donut boy. He had a donut this weekend, and he gonna keep getting donuts too.
And then you got Stefan, who was fighting, who
Xavier
loves to fight.
McKay, bro.
That's
I'm
some
just saying,
DMV
bro.
shit.
What
He
did
was
he?
trying to
What
rap
is
like
what?
80
What did he
niggas.
say afterwards
Bro,
in
he
his
said, "I'm
interview?
never
He was
the
like,
bigger person."
"I'm never the bigger person." I
Hey,
fuck with
but
that shit.
I want players like that on my team.
Nah, for
I don't
sure,
want
for
niggas who were
sure.
the bigger. I want hood niggas on my team. Niggas who are traumatized. Those are the type of niggas I want on my team, bro. Those equal, like, yeah. Look at Andy Reid. He got a nigga who doing the all season. The nigga hit somebody, ran off with his niggas with probably like a tool on him, and Andy was like, "Come to camp, boy." So I'm that type of GM. I don't like. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to save the community. I care about wins. I want to keep my kids in private school, and that's how I draft it and recruit.
As long
All
as
right,
you're
so
winning, nobody would be angry
Nah,
at you.
for
But if
real.
you're
nobody's
losing,
gonna
it's
be
over
angry.
for
Nah,
you.
for real. Look at Deshaun Watson,
Exactly.
bro.
Yeah. But AFC North, fellas. Derek,
Let's
AFC
see,
North.
AFC North.
Two
That's
teams are five
that's.
and
I
two.
mean, I'm like, all right. So Steelers and Ravens are tied at 5-2. I'm gonna go with the Ravens though. Lamar tweeted Johnny, he's not losing for the rest of the season. It's just that simple.
What about you, Tone?
Listen, Brody, I know you love Lamar. I love
Yes, I
Lamar too.
do.
I don't love him as much
Nah,
as you love
nah,
him.
get out of here.
Yeah.
But not losing for the rest of the season is
It's
kind of
crazy.
crazy.
He's not doing it.
It's crazy. But I like the
Tell me
confidence.
I love the confidence too.
who he's losing to.
Okay, so their next game is against Cleveland. They're gonna
Yep,
win. Denver, they're gonna
yep.
win.
Bengals,
Cincinnati,
Tell me who they're losing
at
to.
home.
Pittsburgh.
Tell me who they're losing to. I mean, the only team they could lose to is the Ravens. Or I mean, the well, technically, yeah, the Ravens.
The
Pittsburgh
Ravens.
played pretty good with
Bro,
Russell
it's the
Wilson.
Jets.
So
Get out of here.
And I will say this: Pittsburgh is
and it's
weirdly
at
had
Pittsburgh too. So
Pittsburgh is weirdly had our
No,
numbers
they
the
have.
last
They
few
have.
years. I don't know what it
They
is,
have. But
but
guess
they
what?
do.
Y'all only had Derrick Henry, bro. Like that shit is cooked and over
Exactly.
with. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I played against Derrick Henry in fantasy this week. I hated it. I literally hated it. The nigga had 3 points, and then he broke off for 80 yards, and he and he scored a receiving touchdown, and he had 25 points by the end of the game. It was like
like
past halftime, that nigga had 3 points. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that the Steelers can stop Derrick Henry. I'm not gonna sit here and say anybody can stop Derrick Henry. The team is averaging 200 rushing yards, and Lamar could still throw for 5
He's
touchdowns.
gonna throw for 4 stacks this year.
You
He's
know what
on
I'm
pace to like
saying?
blow
Like,
past
who's
them.
beating that team legitimately? I don't see any. Like, if you can beat the Steelers twice, they're not losing anybody else on this schedule. So that's my take, and I'm sticking with it, bro.
so
Tone.
I second that, but I just think those words Lamar said, the league heard it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he
Yep.
definitely has a
Oh
target. The
yeah, for
Ravens
sure.
themselves have targets with the next. Like I said, I view games in five. The next 5 games, it might be up for them. They might lose a game they might not expect
Yeah, yeah.
to lose.
And
But
y'all,
I'm gonna
and y'all,
go.
and Darius, you're a betting man. You know how the NFL is. You
I
know,
do, but look,
crazy.
I do, but look, the Ravens own one, bro. Derrick Henry
Yeah, they
was
own
the,
one.
the Derrick Henry was the missing piece to that puzzle that they need. And they get Keaton Mitchell back soon too, which is an even bigger piece that they
Crazy.
need. Like you
That's
don't need
crazy.
it, but having him added to
But
that
Justice
backfield,
Hill is a great
that's
blocking back,
that's
and
like
he's not
you see
bad.
how much they could scheme up with those three though. That's a three head like that's
Plus Lamar, so that's like
exactly
four. But
exactly.
I'll say this just to play devil's advocate. I feel like the Steelers know how to play the Ravens, and something about Mike Tomlin. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Mike Tomlin, but he finds ways to win. Now, the reason why I'm going to say the Ravens, but I'm going to still say I give the Steelers a chance. The reason why I believe the Ravens are probably going to win a division is because Lamar said something this week in an interview that I was like, that's scary that he just said that because that's maturing.
Mm,
They asked him, and Lamar told James Hamsley from
mm-hmm,
ESPN that the game has slowed down for him.
mm,
So I'm like, time out. So you won 2 MVPs and the game was fast for you?
mm.
So I do believe Derrick Henry, to me, he's what's rejuvenated the Ravens and giving them that
Yeah,
confidence.
for
But I
sure.
believe Lamar Jackson is playing at a level that I've never seen. Because he like Lamar is like sitting back there, pop, pop, pop. When I want to run, pop, pop, pop. He's playing like how you play with him in
Yeah,
Madden.
yeah.
And we haven't seen that. When he won his MVP, the unanimous MVP, I'm such a football fan that I still felt like Lamar left stats on the field that year. And I felt like he was young, but he was just raw. And he ate, and the league wasn't ready. They schemed the nigga the next 2 years. He didn't win MVP. He won it last year. Now that he says that the game has slowed down, to me, people need to realize a dude who's like a creative player, the game has slowed down. Y'all both know football. Tony, Darius, did you play football?
Nah. Well, I did, but not
Oh,
really. So, kind
yeah,
of.
but Tony, you know when the game slows down for you in football? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a whole different thing. You feel like
It's like a
you're
whole
in
different thing.
you're in the Matrix. Like
Yeah.
you feel like
You're
you
in the
can do
Matrix. You're
things
in
that
flow.
nobody else can do. You know?
Yeah, so I believe like Lamar, if he really, because I didn't see that tweet, but if he tweeted that, then that means Lamar knows something that I don't know. He's probably just like, yeah, I'm gonna run this shit the next few years. But I feel like we're always gonna lose to the Chiefs. I don't know. But let's jump into NFC, fellas. So NFC North. Oh, Tony, you have something to say?
I was gonna say the NFC. If y'all looking at these divisions, it's looking crazy, like crazy good.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
talk NFC
Oh, yeah.
North right away. Let's jump right into it.
Okay, NFC North. I'm gonna go Green Bay Packers, man. I like the way the Green Bay Packers have been playing. They got Christian Watson back. Tucker Kraft has emerged as their tight end number one. I say you got those next two games where what's the name is out, so they're easy. I feel like they're gonna be easier to scheme. What's the receiver that's out for Detroit?
J-Mo?
Uh,
Yeah,
James-
J-Mo.
Yeah.
J-Mo. And I've always felt like this. I like him, but I just feel like this. I feel like the Minnesota Vikings, when they were undefeated, it was a fluke. I feel like this 5-1 it just looks real fluky to me for some reason.
Right.
And it feels fluke. It doesn't feel real. But I'm gonna go Green Bay Packers. 5-2
Why doesn't
right
it
now.
feel real before Darius goes? Why doesn't it feel real?
See.
Maybe because I'm not as much invested as if I would have been if the quarterback JJ McCartney would never gotten hurt. He was amazing in the preseason. I was looking forward to that, like him and Justin Jefferson. And I'm not even a JJ McCarthy fan. I don't even know who this guy really is.
Right.
But I just think, I don't know. It just doesn't seem real. Even though they have a decent run game with the guy they got from Green Bay. What's his name?
Williams.
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel real. They do have a really good defense, though. They probably have top 3 defense in the
Their
NFL
schemes
at
are
this
crazy.
very moment.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on Green Bay because the Lions are in this motherfucker. The Lions make teams lose the next week.
You're right.
That's all I gotta say.
Darius knows football. Somebody who can catch that pattern. This nigga is a scammer. He's either a betting ass nigga where he can study
Bro,
that shit,
all I'm
or this
saying
nigga
is,
like knows
so look,
football. Like that's crazy.
same way the Vikings were just 5-0
Yep.
and hadn't lost a game, and you felt like it was fluke, right? You're gonna feel like it's even more fluke when they lose to the Rams on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh shit,
Of course.
all right, look. Now, Packers, I don't give a fuck about the Bears. They're 4-2, but they played so far the worst.
The whole division could go to the playoffs.
Yeah, but when the Bears start playing good defenses, that's just gonna trickle down. They're gonna look like normal team again. You know what I'm saying? But the Lions are playing amazing against every good team. I'm pretty sure the Vikings have won every game by like one possession. I mean, outside of like a shitty team. So you play the Texans, you won.
So have the Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Yes, but there's nobody else.
But they've been there and
there's
done
nobody
it.
else in their division, bro.
And they've done it before.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Lions
Yeah.
are beating the dog shit out of some of these teams, bro. And it's like it is especially your team, Tony. It's especially.
Hey,
gonna talk
you know
about
what?
that?
They like let people run on them.
Yeah.
I never set the parlay against the Cowboys because I don't want to be rude to my team, but they let teams beat them the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then 4 touchdowns last year for Green Bay. I forgot the running back's name again, but he had 4 touchdowns coming back to Dallas, where he's from. So I mean,
I know you're talking. He got the dreads, right? I don't know why he's
yeah,
not coming to
he
my
plays for Minnesota.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go on
Aaron
the
Jones?
Bears.
Aaron Jones.
Oh,
Aaron
okay.
Jones, and I said Williams. The reason I think the Bears, that's so niggerish, right? I just assume Williams.
Hard R.
But I think the Bears can actually surprise a few teams this year and actually make it to the playoffs. And I think they're gonna win the division. The reason why, I'm still a big Caleb Williams fan. Shout out Gonzaga High School. I'm still a Caleb Williams fan, and I believe he has the best receiving corps in the division. And I believe he's only, if you look at your stats, because Tony, you're a stats guy, Caleb Williams has been a top 5 quarterback since week 3. He's just been getting better. The Jaden Daniel hype, I love it. But people need to also realize that, like, Caleb Williams is playing like top 5 ball right now. He has a better surroundings. Well, no, not a better, but offensively, I think he has a better crew around him. Even though Detroit is producing, but I feel like once Chicago comes together, DeAndre Swift is hitting, or those 3 receivers are hitting. I feel like Caleb Williams is gonna go into that place where they're gonna be unstoppable. And I know the rumor or the narrative behind Caleb is he doesn't play good against great teams, but I feel like that's gonna change because he's in the league. The kid is talented. I feel like he's one of the most talented quarterbacks I've ever seen come out still. I still believe that. So with all that said, I feel like they have a mediocre defense, but that team, I feel like they're gonna surprise people. I believe the NFL is fluke, and I think the Bears are gonna win.
If you know me, you know I hate
But the Bears out of this division, you think they're gonna win the division?
Yeah.
You know I hate Caleb.
Minnesota's gonna have to go outside. You know,
the Chicago Bears win the division.
Yes, I'm saying that right now.
I'm gonna stamp that. I'm gonna write that on the sticky note because that is
let's
crazy.
Let's go NFC East, Tony. Let's go NFC East. So let's start with you. Who we got coming out the NFC East?
To me,
Darius is such a troll.
To me, it seems pretty obvious, right? You got your number 1 quarterback go down. You're 5-2. You got your number 1 quarterback. I'm referring to Washington.
Yeah.
He's gonna. What does he have? A broken rib or a bruised rib or something like that?
He's week to week. That's all they said.
You seen him get hit on that first play. It was that first play.
Do you get a little RG3 kind of like reminiscent here, or
listen? It was that first play where he ran all the way down the field and they tackled him. He fell, wheeled, and rolled over. And then the next play, he like jogging down. It was the first play, but nobody wanted to say anything. They tried to say it was the second play where he just randomly fell. Like he just got in a car accident in the first play. I know everybody just seen that. And I'm thinking like, that man is hurt. There's no way. He's like 6'4", bony as a mug. His knees went through his chest. There's no way this man is not injured right now. And he was injured. And I was calling it second by second as it happened. But and in Philly, I don't think they're as good as they were last year, and I don't think they're as good. I think their record doesn't reflect how good they actually are. I mean, how good they're actually not. Saquon Barkley, of course, they have a decent run game. You know what I'm saying? I think their passing offense is pretty trash. I think they're like one-dimensional in a sense. And I'm not dissing AJ Brown and I'm not dissing Smith, but I'm just saying at this very moment, Jalen Hurts is not throwing the ball the way I feel like an NFL quarterback should be throwing the ball. We have something to prove, and I'm speaking about the Dallas Cowboys. We have something to prove to everybody. We're America's team. I think we can beat up. I think if we can go into San Fran and beat up on the injured San Fran, I think we got. I mean, granted they're beat up, but if we could beat them, it's my Super Bowl at that moment. So
I'll take that.
I think we can pull out the division. Honestly, in a weird way, I think we can pull it out.
All right, so Tony got the Cowboys. What about you, Darius?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles, bro. I think that in the grand scheme of things, the Eagles are a team that find a way to win the division. I think the Commanders will still be very good, but I don't know if they finish out, especially because they have a rookie quarterback and he has to go through his motions of learning a season, things like that. Go ahead, Tony.
Are they higher? Do they end the season higher than us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only saying that too because the Cowboys have been lackluster on offense, bro. Y'all are also very one-dimensional. Y'all don't have a fucking running back to save your life.
We don't have a running game at all. Yeah.
So it's like until y'all prove that y'all can run the ball, the Eagles probably know how to scheme against you very easily. Y'all are also missing your man's Bland, right?
Hopefully he's gonna be coming back this week.
Is he coming back this week?
I say hopefully. He was supposed to come back next week, but you know how these Achilles.
I didn't know he was coming back this season. So
yeah, he's coming.
To be
back.
honest, he changed your entire team because it wasn't really Dak scoring points. That nigga had like 14 points a game, bro. Like last season, he was going crazy. He had like a pick 6 every game, and then the score would be like 40 to fucking 13 or some shit. And that was like Cowboys with him are very good. I'll tell you that.
It was Micah Parsons too, who was messing everything up. They just randomly throwing the rock away.
Slow in a lot of
trickle
ways.
Down effect,
what is
bro.
with you and Michael Parsons, bro? They like you guys have like your Eskimo brothers, like something in facts.
He owed me money. That's why I ain't really want to say that, but he owed me some money. So
So I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
Tone, what you don't fuck with Michael? I mean, I know we got a podcast. It's like a podcast beef type shit. Like, I don't know, but
But
hey, but I'm gonna say, listen, I'll say the Eagles, and the reason why I say the Eagles is because I try to go off history with football. I feel like they're a veteran team compared
yeah,
to
yeah,
Washington, and at the end of the day, like they say, they might be able to push it all. I mean, they might be able to push through that last quarter of the season compared to the Redskins. I mean, compared to the Commanders. I'm gonna call them Redskins. I don't care, sue me,
You can't
but
do that.
can't do
You're
that.
gonna get they're gonna copyright you, and
They gonna
then
sue your
I'm
we
ass.
all
sorry.
be in
We're poor.
trouble.
Hey, we're poor. We're not even worth $1 on here, so we're good. This podcast is not.
You could be poor. You could be poor.
And still get sued. That's true. That's true. But yeah, I would say I think the Eagles are going to be able to pull it off just because they have a better collection of talent, and with that talent, and towards the end of the season, y'all know football and the NFL season. The first half is different from the second half.
Yeah,
You know,
for
things
sure.
happen over time.
Completely,
So,
Completely.
completely.
and like Tony alluded to earlier, like if Jaden Daniels is getting injured like now, if there's a thing, how long is he gonna be there?
Right,
I like Marcus Mariota, but there's a reason why Marcus Mariota is a backup now. So,
right.
I'll just leave that alone. Let's talk NFC West, fellas.
Give me Seattle, man. They have the
Okay.
best pass offense I've seen in a minute. If DK is healthy, give me Seattle. If he's not, I really don't know. I like Seattle the most. They have Mike McDonald, right? And he's
Yeah.
doing work. Like I like the way that they play. They need to figure out how to get JSN the ball a little bit more because this is the second year and he ain't doing too much. But give me Seattle because the Niners are going through something only the Niners could go through. The amount of injuries I'm seeing is bizarre. And that shit is crazy. Like you got Debo going to the hospital. You got Brandon Ayuk out for the season. You got Ricky Pearsall getting shot in the chest before the season starts. You got it's just too much for them to withstand the
Niggas slipping
season,
on
bro.
soap and just fall in their
You got
bathtub, tearing their
CMC with
ACLs.
a Achilles for life injury, bro. Like I don't know. I don't see them being able to pull it off. They lost a couple of guys. I can't even think of their names, but that team is going through it, bro. I just and Kyle Shanahan, they said it on the news, like on the sports analyst talk. They've been saying he playing like his father is in the stands and he's trying to impress his father or something. Like he plays nervous, like he coaches nervous. He don't know how
Right.
to win, just pull off the win, like just get the win and go about it
And
like
we've
that.
seen that. We've seen that in the Super Bowl
Yeah,
when, bro,
exactly.
you were up
It's like since
28-3.
then, bro, he don't know what he's doing no more. So give me Seattle with a good coach and a good quarterback and some dogs, some fucking
All
dogs.
right. Take that. What about you, Tone?
I mean, I like that take, and I got Seattle making the playoffs. I don't got them winning this division though.
Okay.
From what we know, San Fran, they've always been an injured team, bro. But they've always brought it back together some random way. You got Jordan Mason coming from nowhere and just running people over 150 yards a game. Like, where do they find these guys at?
That's a good question, bro.
You got the other receiver. What is it? Not Juwan Jennings.
Juwan Jennings. Yeah.
It's Juwan
Yeah,
Jennings.
Jennings.
Juwan Jennings. Out of nowhere, he had like a 11 reception, 132-yard game. Like, they can find the
He
players.
played well in the Super Bowl last year too.
Brock Purdy is better than what people give him credit for.
He is.
Yeah.
He's still getting paid like he's a high school quarterback on the NIL deal. And I say high school because high schools be getting paid too.
Yeah.
Nobody want to say nothing, but they be getting paid.
You about to get us canceled, but we need the young crowd, bro. Following our podcast, you about to get us canceled and shit.
But I got San Fran in a weird way. I don't think they beat the Cowboys this weekend, but I do got San Fran winning this division.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go Cardinals, and I know that's a little bit of I don't know.
I got beef with
a little
the
bit of a
Cardinals,
wild
bro.
card. But the reason why I feel like the Cardinals eventually, over time, I don't even have stats to back this up. I just believe in Kyler Murray and the experiment with Marvin Harrison Jr. I feel like eventually all that shit would come together. I feel like Kyler Murray is a real talented quarterback. Like the kid has potential to be top 5.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is just going on in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
But I do know that Kyler Murray is good. And he has some pieces around him. I don't know number 4. He's like my favorite receiver on the team. Number 4. He and even though
Dortch?
yeah, he's probably like my favorite receiver on that team. He's a baller. So overall, I feel like this is not a year where I believe in Seattle. I don't know what it is. I like McDonald because he came from the Ravens,
Yeah.
but I don't just believe in him. This is the year that I thought San Fran was going to run away with the division, but the shit is not looking good right now. Even though I'm still leaning towards them, I actually wanted to and I switched my choice when y'all was talking. But
Wow.
I would say the Cardinals. I just feel like they're the healthiest team in that division, even though they're not the most talented. So
That's
let's go
that's a
Good
good
take.
NFC
I
take.
South.
like
It's a
that
good
take.
take.
I like that take. I like it.
It's a
Yeah,
real
let's
good
go
take.
NFC South, fellas.
What'd you say?
NFC South.
Mm.
You go ahead, Darius.
Shit.
It's so sad to talk about that division, right? It's like just
I
put
mean,
them in the SEC right now. Let some
I
teams beat up
mean,
on them.
I'm gonna have to actually take the Bucks.
The Bucks with Godwin and what you call out
Yep.
for the foreseeable
Yep.
future. But who's catching passes then? I mean,
They're gonna.
Baker is Baker. Let's
I
not
think
pretend like
that
Baker had
He's a
two Pro Bowl
gamer.
he's a
He's a
He's
receivers.
a
baller.
baller, bro. I think.
No, but Baker had two Pro Bowl receivers. I remember Baker from the Browns. He was
Mm,
good. Baker is Baker. Baker does not show up. Is not a quarterback that I trust, and that's the reason I'm sorry the
mm.
Browns got rid of his ass and fell into a worse situation. But Baker is not a Baker is a baller. But Baker has had two fucking Pro Bowl receivers the last year and a half. People need to stop forgetting that
What?
nigga went to Carolina and
What?
looked
Wait,
like
wait,
he was fucking like trash, bro. You saw
wait,
that?
wait, wait,
You
wait, wait.
talk to me. He's my cousin. My cousin. Because Baker
He's a
Mayfield
baller.
is, first of all, he's racist. I have proof on that, and I'm gonna let that go. Shout out Dr.
Ooh.
Umar. Baker Mayfield, I believe, is racist. I have proof on that shit, but I'm gonna let it go. But I believe Baker Mayfield. Listen, he's peaked. We've seen the best Baker Mayfield can be. Baker Mayfield is not a guy who can lead a team by himself with minimal talent in the team to the playoffs. I don't see him doing that. He's had two Pro Bowl big receivers the last 2 years, people. But when he was in Cleveland, they got rid of him for Deshaun Watson, who they wasn't even sure what it was getting, but they still did it. So if a team does that, they're not sure. And I don't believe with what happened. I mean, with Godwin doing that, I'm like, no, I remember Baker Mayfield. I'm an AFC North guy, and I remember him. So I don't know about what y'all think, but Baker's not that guy.
Here's my thing though. The Bucks have three really good running backs.
Two. Don't even.
Sean
Don't
Tucker's
even.
bro. Sean Tucker's lights
No,
up.
no, no, no. I'm not talking about Tucker. I'm talking about Rashad White.
Okay.
He's trash.
Okay.
He's cheap.
He's all right. I'll let that slide.
He has no vision, bro. He has
I'll let
no
that slide.
vision.
He has
But
no vision.
Bucky got some good vision, and Sean Tucker.
Yeah, Bucky get loose.
Loose as a motherfucker, and then Sean Tucker gets loose. So I'll let that slide. It's two very good running backs, and then you got Baker who could make some shit happen. So I like them, especially because
Yeah.
in their division games they ain't going like nothing. Like they dogging niggas out. Like 51-27 was crazy. That is the Saints stuff, but it's you know what I'm saying? That's a fucked up Saints team right now. So I don't know if that
Yeah.
will provide truth throughout the season, but I'm gonna say give me the Bucks anyway.
It is like I said, Baker's a baller, right? So Sunday they actually play Atlanta. So we're gonna see whoever wins this game will be top of the division at the very moment.
Baker Mayfield is not better than Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry.
Kirk Cousins is way too good. No, I would never.
Baker
Hold
Mayfield is
on,
not better than Kirk
hold on,
Cousins.
because it was my take, and I thought I heard something buzzing by my ears saying Baker's better than Kirk Cousins.
No,
Kirk Cousins is better than Baker Mayfield.
You put Kirk Cousins on that Panthers team last year, Kirk Cousins will win more games than Baker.
Kirk Cousins
Baker,
is a white veteran. They have that thing. Like Kirk Cousins, I trust more than Baker Mayfield. That's not even a wild take.
oh. Maybe I
no.
mistook
Yeah,
you.
you did.
I mistook you. You're right.
Yeah,
No
Kirk
diddy,
Cousins,
no diddy.
yeah.
No
So
diddy.
that's why, like, even I'm going to Atlanta. But go ahead, Tone. I jumped.
No,
my fault, bro.
I go Atlanta too. I just think they're much overall better offense. I think their defense is a little better than Tampa Bay's defense.
They're healthier.
They're healthier, yeah. I just like as of right now, I got Atlanta, and I got them on Sunday beating Tampa Bay as well.
Okay. All right, fellas. So let's jump into the next question. So we're going to take a swag away from the NFL to college football. Let's talk Heisman. So 7 weeks into the NCAA season, we've seen a lot of great players from Travis Hunter to Shadur to Cam Ward to Ashton Gentry to another running back that I don't feel like is getting a lot of love because I did my research this week. Why are we talking about Iowa's running back? He's like 200 yards behind Ashton Gentry, and he's playing better competition.
Caleb,
Y'all go look that up. The second running back in the country plays in the Big Ten. And bro is like 1,100 yards in like six
Caleb.
games, and I'm like, that might be a little bit more impressive because of who he's playing. I'm not saying that he's better than Gentry because
Caleb
that's
is a
crazy to say
dog.
that, but
You can't
but
deny
Caleb
it.
is a dog. So, but who do you guys have as the Heisman front runner? Darius, you go first.
I'm gonna go with Ashton Genty, bro. It's just that it's I never seen nobody do the shit that he's doing, bro. It's just insane.
Did you see what Travis Hunter had to say about the
He said if
Heisman?
he had the same amount of rush attempts as catches, he would have. I don't give a fuck about that. Catch the ball that many times, then.
That's the dumbest shit I've heard, though. Just think about it, right?
Yeah, like
95 carries for almost 1,000
yeah,
yards, bro. He has like 45 receptions now, bro. You're nowhere close to 1,000.
yeah,
So I like that. That logic to me when I saw it, I was like, that's a little
yeah. I
arrogant.
was
I'm like,
like,
bro,
you're
95.
not thinking.
You're not gonna have.
You're not thinking. You're not thinking.
You know, and Travis is a great receiver.
He is.
I just don't think he's even a forward receiver in the NCAA right now. I don't think he's even top four. I can give you 4 receivers that will clear him.
It's interesting because there are some really, really good receivers with shitty quarterbacks.
Actually, yeah, that would cook him.
Yeah, right.
I would
Bruh
say
is elite.
Top 5 corner in college football.
McMillan would cook him.
McMillan
from Arizona.
I mean, Ohio State has 2 receivers who will cook him.
No, he
Miami
wouldn't.
has
No, he
2
wouldn't.
receivers.
No, he
McMillan
wouldn't.
wouldn't cook Travis Hunter?
No, he would not cook him. No.
You're crazy.
Who has Travis Hunter guarded in college football?
McMillan.
Give me that one name.
Travis,
Give me one name, Tony.
bro, I can't force him to guard certain players that's on their team. I have nothing to do that.
Tape. We don't have
Listen.
nothing to back Travis Hunter as being like this great corner.
Listen.
He caught a pass that was going to the ground against Colorado.
Bro,
Listen,
McMillan
listen.
would watch that nigga so quick. I'm not even trying to be funny,
Listen,
bro.
bro. Why did McMillan have 4 for 32 then? Like what?
It
so
wasn't.
like
It
what?
wasn't
I don't
Travis,
understand.
It wasn't Travis doing nothing on that. That's his quarterback, bro.
If you're a great receiver, just like y'all said with Justin Jefferson, they're gonna find a way to get you the rock.
These are children, bro. This is Noah Fifita's problem. That's the quarterback on the Arizona Wildcats team.
Listen, bro. Listen. Travis Hunter, 6'1", about what, $190, 85, something like that. Maybe 200, not 200. He's like $195, 90, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's very athletic, extremely athletic, very good ball skills, no diddy.
Great ball skills. I just haven't seen him play anybody. I have no tape on him. That's all I got. I haven't seen no tape on
Look at the athlete himself. Go look at you can find tape on Travis, bro.
Against who though? That's what I'm saying. Y'all trying to.
What's they have? All right, so
this on us to believe it.
What's the receiver? What's the receiver from Colorado? That's nice. He's dumb nice.
Wester?
He was hurt.
5, Joe Horn's son, or the big receiver?
No, from Colorado, not Colorado State. No, Colorado State actually. Colorado State.
Do you see what I'm saying though? You're giving me, and he didn't strap that.
I don't even know who it is, but
no, he's tough, bro. He's tough. I forgot his name, but he's tough.
We gotta go to Colorado State to look for receivers to make a Travis Hunter point.
I can't help who he plays, bro. I can't help who he guards. I don't make the college football schedule. I don't make the divisions. I just know Travis is a top dog, bro. Just based off his athleticism, based off his, I don't know, athletic prowess. I just think he's a dog.
There are a lot of, I mean, Tony, there are probably like 6,000 kids in college right now. They're probably as athletic or more than Travis. So if you're telling me just off potential, that's a little bit of a thing for somebody. We're talking the Heisman. And I don't see the stats right now to back it up. I just see he plays both ways. And he's good both ways. Charles Woodson was fucking nice both ways. And I'm not saying like he's Charles Woodson. I'm not even having that discussion, but I'm just saying this year for a team that's not playing games that I'm like, all right, that's a Heisman game. I haven't seen him play against a receiver or cook. He's fry corners, the ones he's played. But I haven't seen him like play anybody. So I don't know what we talking about Heisman. I think Shedeur should be the Heisman candidate on that team.
Listen, I knew a guy, his name was John Ellenberger. Right?
Shout out
John
Slippery Rock University.
John Ellenberger was my high school football coach.
Shout out Slippery Rock University.
And what John would always say is, do the eye test. If it looked like a duck, if it walked like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck.
It's a motherfucking duck.
So you take however you want to take it. That's my take for Travis.
All right, Darius, what about Darius? Did you already make your pick?
I said that's emotional, bro. That dude's gonna tear up the league. He gonna get that Heisman. Other than that,
he's playing nobody too. You can make the same. I mean, you can make the.
All right, look though.
But he's doing something we haven't seen in like 40, 50 years, Tone.
When the last time we seen somebody go both ways? No, did he?
It's just nothing. Travis Hunter was the number 1 player coming out of high school football.
He was the number 1 recruited player.
Yeah, okay. But if he should have showed me and went to the SEC and showed me that shit, nigga. Not ran away to Colorado.
You got
Bro, they wanted to give him more money. He wants to save his body, bro. He's a
I want the
nerd.
best players. There's a reason players go to the SEC and not the Mountain West. Which is what I think the Big 12 is this year because the Big 12, Texas is not there, Oklahoma's not there, like
Bro,
nobody's there.
They took what's the kid they took out of BYU first pick?
The quarterback?
Yeah, like
damn, I forgot.
And they took number 3 was Trey
Lance.
Trey Lance. Like they're taking these guys. It doesn't matter if they do the eye test and they think you're good enough, the potential wise.
Trey Lance was a good looking prospect coming out. Trey Lance ran a 4.5. The nigga had an arm. So
he looks blind now. He's a whole different guy. He's like throwing ducks and everything. Like
totally different guy.
So what do you think about Cam Ward though?
That's my Heisman pick as a Miami fan. I watch every game because I steal and I stream all my games. Yeah. So for some reason, I don't understand. I understand maybe to say, okay, he's playing like Wake Forest, he's playing UVA, he beat Florida. But how is Cam Ward now like running away with the Heisman? He's undefeated. Yeah. He leads the country in touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Touchdown. I mean, he passing yards, and the boy got the swag. I mean, I don't know why is Cam Ward not the favorite right now? That's just my complaint.
I don't even see him on the list of quarterbacks.
He's probably not the favorite because he ain't.
I mean, he beat an SEC team. He's running through all the other teams that's there. It's kind of like Shadar. I mean, I can make that point. 24 touchdowns, 5 picks in the ACC is a lot better.
That's why I'm going with Ashton Jesse, bro, because he plays some.
I'm going with Cam Ward.
He's running through that gap every time.
I gotta go.
Cam Ward actually is pretty tough. I'm looking at his.
That zombie, bro.
Yeah, man.
Whoa! But look at one last thing.
Yeah.
If you look at this 183 completed and 283 attempts,
he's throwing the fuck up the ball, bro. Like all game, he's throwing it.
Hey, but they trust him.
That's a good sign.
He's had like 2-3 games this year when he came back from like 21. Miami literally has had they lost.
Yeah, he's throwing that motherfucker for sure.
He's killing it.
But who has the most completions? Shadur Sanders, 195. So I mean,
but yardage. I'm talking about yardage and like oh my, all right, fair.
He has 2,000
yardage, touchdowns, like everything.
He has 2,200 yards. He's 300 yards behind Cam Ward. That's just the way the offense goes.
Tony, if I'm throwing like, let's just say I'm a quarterback and I'm in a system where I'm throwing like 5-yard passes and I complete 10 of those versus somebody who's throwing like 15-yard passes. And
Shador be throwing it down the field, bro.
He do. I ain't even going to front on
he be
bro.
Throwing it down. Because the way that, what was that? But so he was that big.
Wait, the Army quarterback has 138 attempts, 909 yards rushing.
Yeah, Army is a top 25 team right now.
I would never vote for the Army quarterback. I promise you.
Army is undefeated. Navy is undefeated.
Let's be real, y'all. That's disrespectful to say some shit like that. What'd you say?
That is crazy.
Army is undefeated. Navy is undefeated, and they're both tough as fuck.
All right, fellas. So we got to talk a little ladies basketball while we're in the shop today. Something I've noticed since, Caitlin Clark and her team got eliminated from playoffs. Have you guys noticed the WNBA playoff rating has dipped? So what do you guys think about that? And I know the championship is over now, but what do you guys think about like the Caitlin Clark effect?
I think she do a lot for the league, bro. She does add a lot to it, and it's not really like a lot of people make it about her race and this and that, and it's like people just want to see hoopers hoop. So at the end of the day, it's like when you see some spectacular play, you're gonna enjoy watching that, and when it's off, you're gonna turn it off, obviously. So it's just that's all I see it as. But it'd be racial for some people and all that. It's like,
there's America.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, you are talking to the number one Caitlin Clark fan in the world right now. I'm not even kidding. Like, she just does it for me. Don't tell my wife. But just coming from the aspect of a fan, right? We're watching the game. The Olympics were down as well. Nobody wanted to watch the Olympics because Caitlin Clark wasn't playing. Even if she was on the bench and had an opportunity to play, I'm tuning in. I'm watching the game. I'm watching Asia Wilson and Arika Umbawale. I'm watching them just because, Caitlin Clark is somewhere on the bench.
Right.
she's like, I don't want to. This is gonna be weird. She's like generational. She's like Steph Curry.
Yeah.
She's like Tiger Woods. Like
LeBron.
she's like Venus. She's like LeBron. She's like Venus and Serena. She's that, bro. She's that level of superstar. She's like Linsanity during. She's like Jeremy Lin during Linsanity. She's like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And it's the truth. She's not gonna fall off. Like she's
she's in it to win it, bro. She led the league in assists and she led the league in 3-pointers made. Like she's well on her way.
First thing on WNBA. It's crazy.
I had more fun watching the Olympic the women who made it to made the Olympic team versus the women who didn't, the All-Star women, and they beat them, and how they was hounding Caitlin Clark the whole game.
Right.
Like I had so much fun watching that, bro, and they still lost, and that's so embarrassing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark out there beating all these all-star. Like no, bro. When do you ever see stuff like that happen?
Right.
So yeah, I'm with it. Whenever Caitlin Clark's playing, I'm watching. When she's not playing, I'm not watching. I'm not as invested in anything other than Indiana Fever, like basketball, outside the Lakers and the Dallas Cowboys. Like to me, it's whatever.
Yeah. Now for me, I'm the opposite, the complete opposite. I do acknowledge that she is the LeBron. Like, listen, we got to realize this girl made
People hated LeBron.
She made everybody. I was a Kobe fan, but I switched up when he came to the Lakers. I switched up real quick. But Caitlin Clark, as much as I can't stand her, you know, because I'm part of the Dr. Omar Association. I really know y'all think I'm kidding, bro. I'm gonna send you your memberships if y'all want to look at it. Look at the pamphlets. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not a Caitlin Clark fan. But man, I can admit that, bro. It's not even a discussion. She's gonna be like the best player in the league in like 2 years because this year you could say she was the best guard. Fuck that. She was the best guard in the league. She was the most influential player. The bitch makes the game fun. I just don't like her because she played for Iowa, and Dr. Umar wouldn't like me like fucking up me fucking with bitches from Iowa, and I'm married. And then also I will say this though, but to kind of fuck up the whole racial thing, I hate Angel Reese even more. I feel like she's insecure. I feel like she's always trying to like she does the most. And Caitlin Clark just be cooling. She's always cooling. And that's why, but I admit it, I don't like Caitlin Clark because she's a white girl who's killing the league, and she changed the game, and a lot of black sisters out here.
I love it. I love it.
I feel like Angel Reese is.
I'm saying I'm saying something a lot of Black America wouldn't say. I don't like her because she's white and she's cooking niggas. She's gonna be the best player in the game, and they don't say it right with me.
That's fair. I feel like Angel Reese ain't even insecure. I feel like the public makes her out to be.
But I'm a stalker. I follow this girl on Instagram. She wants the attention that Caitlin Clark gets, and she's jealous of her. And it's so obvious.
That's yeah.
I mean, she got something to look forward to. She led the league in rebounding. Like
that's cool when you miss
by more than
shot.
By more than 2 rebounds.
Bro, this is like, have you seen Angel Reese's tape?
It works for her. It gets her the stats. She throws it up, misses it, grabs a rebound, puts it back in, or does something with it. I don't know, get fouled.
That's crazy. But fellas, all right, so let's jump into our last topic of the night. It's something we really don't talk about in the barbershop so much, but my oldest son, Landis Brewer, my guy was killing it right now in baseball. Shout out Fairfax T-Ball League. Yankees and Dodgers. So most niggas don't watch baseball because the shit bores us. But if we did invest in the baseball, y'all know like the league would be full of like all niggas in baseball.
Yeah.
With something I saw this morning when I was at work, I was like, wait, since now we have like the Dodgers, Los Angeles Dodgers, a storied franchise versus the Yankees. This might be good for baseball because they have Aaron Judge, who's like the MVP of the AL East, and who everybody loves him. And then you got the Asian phenom for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So do you think this game, these two teams meeting up in the World Series is going to bring enough attention to baseball? And are you going to be watching? Are you interested? Talk to me. Tony, you go first.
So I'm looking at the playoff bracket right now. They were both going to go to the World Series from Jump Street. They were both number one.
Yeah.
They're both number one. They both ran through basically everyone. I mean, the Dodgers had a little problem with the Mets. They went 4-2.
Did they play the Pirates?
Nah.
They played the Dodgers did play the Pirates. They beat them 3-2. So, I mean, I just think that I don't know. These are two, like you said, very historic teams. New York, the Yankees are just like the Dallas Cowboys, the Los Angeles Lakers,
Yeah.
Indiana Fever. They're like historic, historic franchises. Will I be tuning in? No, I'm not that much of a baseball fan. I like going to the games. I
Yeah.
don't like watching it on TV. It's just, to me, it's
Facts.
kind of boring.
Right.
But I'm rooting for the Dodgers. I don't know why. It just seems cool. It seems like something to do. I like Aaron Judge. I
Yeah.
think he's awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna go LA in 4.
Okay. What about you, Darius?
I'm gonna go ahead and go against Tony here. Reason being is because the Yankees acquired like as
They
much
got
as they
they got
could.
so
They got Soto. They got Jazz Chisholm. They got Aaron Judge was already on there, but you know what I'm saying. And then I think pitching wise, the Dodgers might be a little hurt. I've been watching baseball for a minute. I'm gonna be honest. It's a fun sport when you go to the games, but watching it on TV is like I could do without
yeah.
it. So I'll catch the highlights for that. But when it comes to this World Series, it'll be enjoyable. The Dodgers have been in very close games. They, a lot of people have been keeping it close with them. Even Cleveland had like a game tying homer and then a game winning home run right after. That shit was electric, bro. So I can only imagine what it's like when Soto is on the mound. I mean, at bat and putting up work like that. Like that would be fun to watch. So I'm gonna definitely be tuned in.
Who you got winning?
Shit. I'm
Yanks.
gonna have to say the Yankees, man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just be a wild card guy here and say the Yankees, just because I'm an East Coast guy, and I really want my son to play for the Yankees because he's Puerto Rican, so I'm trying to force that
Yeah.
shit on him.
Yeah.
Uh, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna watch this shit. The reason why, this is just my take. I'm not gonna watch this. I'm a nigga, bro. It's basketball NFL season. But the other reason why, I'm sorry, baseball is boring. Listen, this is just my take here. I want baseball to implement steroids. I want niggas to juice up and start fucking hitting like 100 home runs. That should be fun. But
So
baseball is boring since steroids left. I want niggas to juice the fuck up, and I want to
I'm
see
telling
like the
you.
greatest home run derbies. But baseball doesn't excite me because I'm like, I could watch baseball or I could watch, the Golden Girls. You can either
Yeah.
take it or leave it. It's like, what you
Yeah.
going? How you gonna entertain yourself? So
Right.
until niggas start juicing, until niggas start taking some performance enhancing drugs, like baseball is not interesting. Bring back steroids. I
Hey,
really
the
believe that.
steroid users in baseball had that shit going crazy, bro.
But what?
They was
Nigga,
there
Barry
was
and them was hitting like 80 home runs. Like that's not
yes.
normal.
Like bro, they were going crazy. So maybe bring it back.
Wait, is tomorrow the beginning of the basketball season? First
Nah,
game?
It's
today
tonight.
is, bro. Lakers play
Lakers play
tonight.
tonight. Lakers,
Oh, they play
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
So we gonna see
Minnesota.
Bronny James and
No,
this
we're not.
and the
Yeah, I
dude
hope
who's
we
sleeping
don't.
with his mom, who plays on his
We
team,
better
was
not.
crazy.
We better not see Ronnie James tonight.
Y'all know we
Hey,
gonna see
yeah,
him for like they gonna get on the court for like the first 2 minutes, then they gonna put him on the they gonna send him to South Bay after that. Get him
He
right.
he makes too much money to go in the G League, bro. He's not going there.
We'll see, man. But hey, we had a good show today, fellas. What are your takes? Like what are your takes from the show? What y'all think?
man, I'm loving it. We
Yeah,
do have something for us to do though.
we do. And that's what I was gonna talk about to finish off. We know and I hinted at it a few times during the show, but we
I,
know my
I'm
man
I'm doing mine right now.
Hey,
I'm doing
Darius,
mine right now.
Darius and Tony, my co-hosts, they're betting men. So I want Darius to lead with the numbers from the even
so
before we head out.
we're gonna go into this week starting with the Thursday night football game. We got the Minnesota Vikings at the Rams Stadium. They're giving the Rams 3 points at home. I'm going to go ahead and say the Rams get that covered. They either
Mm,
win that game or they lose by 3. The rhyme or reason is simply because the Vikings just played the Lions. We all know how that goes.
okay.
What you got to say, Tony? Yeah, bro. Every team has lost after they have played the Lions. It don't matter who they play, they lose.
I'm going Vikings, bro.
All right, bet.
Mm.
All right,
I'm
bet.
going Vikings. There's nothing. Yeah, I'm going Vikings.
Hey, I'm gonna keep a record of all of this, by the way. So
No, no, of course. I mean, this is on YouTube. This is
just know,
on
Tony.
Apple
Just know.
Podcasts, everywhere.
All
So
right.
Just know. So next up we or actually, what's your take? You want some on
oh
this?
yeah, I went Vikings. I'm looking right at
You
I
going
went Vikings.
Vikings?
Uh-huh.
All right, bet it's just me on this Rams train, bros.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna
Next
have
up
to
we
leave you on
got the
that train, brother.
Cardinals at home against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are supposed to win by 3. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Cardinals spread is the best option right there. The Dolphins are good on defense, but the Cardinals are trying to bring back their offense, and they just beat a very tough defense. So there's nothing showing me that they can't do it again.
I got the yayo. I got Miami.
You got Miami at home.
I got
It's
Miami
getting
at home.
cooler
Yes.
outside though. That side where they keep people hot. It's not working right now.
Yeah.
Miami is tired of losing. They're not. And
They get Tua back.
The new Miami is not used to losing this much. Not used to being this out of sync. So
That's
I got
fair.
Miami.
That's fair.
I got Miami for sure.
I'll go Cardinals. Easily.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Cards, bro. Give me
Who's playing
them to
quarterback?
lose by 3.
Now you can go to the next one. We can talk about this off the show.
Next up, we got the Jets against the Patriots. The Patriots are getting 7. I'm taking the Jets to win by 7.
They say the Patriots are minus
No,
7.
no, plus 7. Sorry,
Oh, plus 7. Where are they playing?
it's at the Patriots Stadium.
Oh, I got Patriots winning.
I got Patriots winning too. And I'm not hopping on Tony's like, yeah,
I'm not putting a point in front of it. I'm just a win or loss. I got Patriots
You
winning.
got Patriots winning the
it seems
game.
like it seems like one of those trap games, honestly.
The Jets are gonna hurt themselves. They've been hurting themselves all season. They're gonna continue to do that.
Christian Gonzalez gets a pick 6.
Christian Gonzalez is a dog. He's an
All right, so
all-pro.
you think Drake may? Yeah, we'll go to the next game. I'm gonna just go ahead and say Jets minus 7. That might be a terrible pick, but I'm going with Jets minus 7.
Okay.
Eagles at the Bengals. Eagles are getting 2.5.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm looking at it too. 2.5. And they are at Cincinnati, but I still feel like right now, like the Bengals don't know what they're doing. So
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
I go Cincinnati at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati at.
okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. I'm gonna go. So next up, we got the Packers at the Jaguars. Jags are getting plus 4.5. I'm going with the Packers minus 4.5. I just don't like the Jags, and everybody knows that. Staying true to myself, bro.
Well, I
You
think
said it's Panthers at the Jags. You said.
No, it's Packers at the Jags.
Oh, sorry.
I think the Packers. Tony, I know you're still thinking. I think the Packers can pull it off. I mean, I think the Jaguars can pull it off. I'm not.
You think
I'm
Jags
not a
plus
believer. 4? Yeah, I'm not a believer in Jordan Love as everybody is. I'm still not. I'm still going to take the generational talent, Trevor Lawrence. Based off that, now let me see. Is it at the Jaguars?
Yep.
Yeah, now I'll take the Jaguars.
Interesting. Interesting. Tony, what you got for me, man?
And I'm just a little lost here because I don't know what schedule you guys are looking at for this.
This
week.
This next Sunday, brother.
That's what I'm saying. So it says New England versus Jaguars on October 20th.
It's past October 20th.
It's October 20th.
Why are they doing me like this?
We're in 2025, Tony. We're in.
Who are the Jaguars? Who are the Jaguars playing again?
The Packers.
We're in.
I got Pack.
Yeah,
I got Pack. I don't care where they're at. I got Pack. Let me figure out my computer situation.
We're in Virginia too, Tony. We're in Virginia.
I'm in DC. You know that DC public Wi-Fi
That shit doing
sketchy,
you dirty
bro.
right now.
Yo, you see how this nigga act now? Now he don't want to cross the bridge. He don't even clean Virginia no more. That's such a Metro Boys thing. Like niggas was in the state. Niggas start living in the Navy Yard.
We lost him.
Nah,
Oh, no.
that's crazy. That's
Where'd
funny
he
though.
go?
That's Brody. What happened to you?
God damn it, we lost him. Oh, man.
We lost him for good, I think.
It looks like it, right?
I mean,
Oh,
keep
keep going. All right, so next up we got the Falcons at the Bucks,
The Falcons at the Bucks.
and
I got the Falcons,
I got the
man.
Bucks, bro.
I got the Falcons. I just don't think Tampa Bay has enough on the offensive side to do anything with the
I think
Falcons on
the
the back end.
defense gonna make up for it.
They're gonna run Bijan and Tyler Algier to death. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, but look, Bijan has only had a couple good games, and they both been against lackluster run defenses.
One rushing touchdown or
Yeah,
something random.
he's not really. I feel like the Bucks gonna know what to do against that for now. They just played against big ass Derrick Henry, so maybe that's a problem. Next up, we got the Ravens minus 9.5 against the Browns at the Browns Stadium.
The Browns don't have anything.
Yeah, I agree.
They got Nick Chubb though back, right?
Yeah, but that don't matter. Not to me.
To me, I'm like, bro, you broke your leg backwards.
Yeah,
and
bro.
You're back already.
Yeah,
Give it some time.
I'm going with Ravens minus 9.5 right there.
Give me some time.
Next up, we got the Colts plus 5.5 at Texan Stadium.
They're +5. The Colts. I'm gonna go Houston.
I'm going
I'm
with
gonna
the
go
Colts.
Houston. Of course you are.
Going
Of
with
course
the Colts,
you.
babe. That's easy.
Why?
You give Anthony Richardson enough time and he's not injured, bro, he's about to cut that team up. That's all I can say. This is the game where he starts to look good.
Hey, we'll see. He's on my fantasy bench. Just been sitting there since week 1.
Let me
so.
get him because I'm about to. You better cook. You better cook. You might want to start that boy this week, bro.
I don't know, man. I might. The way I'm feeling, I might have to give it to you for free.
All right, slide
But
me
keep going
that.
on. We'll talk about that offline. Keep going.
We got the Titans at the Lions Stadium. They're getting 10.5 points.
Titans have really good defense, but I don't think they'll be enough to do anything with
I
Detroit.
think Detroit just blows them out the water. I'm going with the Lions minus
Me too.
10.5.
Me too.
That's the first double-digit spread of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
It's a little hectic, but I'm going to still take it because I don't believe in the Titans at all. Brian Branch is also turning out to be one of the best corners in the league right now, so I'm going to have to go with that.
Man.
After that, we got the Saints at the Chargers, plus 7.5 on the Saints. I'm going with the Chargers.
I'm going with the Chargers as well. I feel like the Saints don't have enough. I like what's the guy name who was on that I think it's Mater Day high school team that he's on a documentary with Justin Fields and Sam Hartman. He got benched at Oklahoma. What's his name?
Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler. I think in a weird world, he could be the Saints quarterback in some weird off future. I don't think he's a bad quarterback right now. I think he has a lot of growing to do.
I think he has a lot of growing to do.
The Saints suck though. Like you can't give them.
I think they have a terrible offense right now.
They're injured. They're
very
very
injured. So I'm gonna just go with the other team based off that. Chargers are also great on defense, so it's not gonna be easy for a guy like Spencer in his third start. I'm gonna just go ahead and take the Chargers. Call it a day.
Yeah, and the Saints don't have a running game. So if you're a rookie
it's
quarterback,
all looking bad
no bueno.
right now.
Yeah.
So you don't really have a chance against a team like that.
Yeah.
But next up, we got the Bills against the Saints. Against the Seahawks at home. Seahawks at home against the Bills. Seahawks are getting 3 points. So Bills minus 3 is a bit of a. I don't like it. Personally, I really like the Seahawks to win this game. So I'm gonna go with Seahawks plus 3. Actually, what's DK's health? Is he good?
I think he's good to go. I don't know his injury designation, but I know he's good to go.
Yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks.
I go Buffalo. I go Buffalo because Amari looks good. Allen looked good throwing to Amari.
Mm-hmm.
Their running game is pretty decent too. I like what's the new guy? Ray Davis.
He's cooking, man.
My man like a little bowling ball out there.
Bro,
He be getting it in.
He's definitely cooking. I can't disagree with you, but I'm gonna just go with the Seahawks at home. Give them 3. Why not?
And Seattle's still a
They're
very tough place to play.
They keep it close. If they don't keep it close, you're surprised. So
they have a great passing game too. So
I love it.
But I'm gonna go Buffalo.
This is probably the game of the week. It's the Bears at the Commanders. Commanders are getting 1.5 points, so it's basically who wins. I'm going with the Commanders. Easily.
I'm going Bears.
Nah, fuck them niggas.
I'm going Bears because they don't have Jaden Daniels.
Is he out?
That's the main. I think he's out this
Oh
week. They
my
say week by
god!
week.
If he's out this week, I'm sick.
My man he's back with the fresh Wi-Fi and
Yes,
all that.
Bro,
sir.
I hope you ain't get those picks without me, bro, because y'all owe that to our viewers. So, yeah, my nigga, I'm
Hey,
out
we
here.
going right
Yeah,
back
so
to it, bro. So we was at
get right
Packers
back to it.
Jags when you
Yes, sir.
disconnected. Let's go back to it. We're gonna go Falcons Bucks. Falcons are -2.5 favorites against the
Mm-hmm.
Bucks with no receivers.
Yeah, I'm going, but I'm going the Falcons.
I'm going Bucks on that one. Next up, we got the Ravens -9.5 against the Browns, and they're at the Browns Stadium. I'm going Ravens -9.5 though.
Yeah, Ravens.
Yeah, I think it would be a close game though,
I think
and
it.
not
I
just because I'm
think
trying.
What?
Because I'm telling y'all, Jameis Winston to me has shown that he's a more confident quarterback in the last 2 years than Deshaun Watson.
Jameis
I'm
Winston
sorry.
is very good. I don't know if he's starting though, like that. I don't know what's up with that team. They have him at QB3, and then Dorian Thompson, whatever his name is, was the
That's
second quarterback. I don't know why they did
crazy.
it that way, but that was what they did last week. And then Jameson had to step in because it wasn't
James
working.
gonna start. Y'all know
If
that's all
Jameson starts,
politics.
I will say that that's a closer game. But right now, I don't know who's starting, so I'm gonna have to go with the Ravens because they still might just blow them out the water, regardless if Jameis started or not. They don't have Amari Cooper. It's a little bit of a risky play on Browns.
Yep,
Next up, we
I
got the
agree.
Colts against the Texans. Colts are getting 5.5 points.
Oh, NFL Network got him 6.5.
I
Oh,
go.
FanDuel got him 6.5.
I go.
I got what the hell?
I go Texans.
5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
I go Texans.
I'm going Colts all day. Colts winning that game. I don't care what
I'm
y'all
gonna
say.
say I'm gonna ride because there's no I'm a Anthony Richardson fan, so I'm rooting for my boy. I want him to wake up and just be
Hey, this is his
who he
game.
told me he was gonna be in the fucking draft interviews, and I
This is
want this nigga to just live up to it, be better than Cam Newton.
this is his game to
So,
show you that, bro.
and I feel like right now Houston, even though they won another game, I just feel like if it's anytime you're gonna try to like hit them, get them on a week when what you call is emotional,
Yeah, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. Stefan's emotional.
Yeah,
When he gets emotional, he's in his head. He's
yeah.
a DM nigga. We know
Nah,
how
this is
that
this
goes.
is definitely the week for the Colts to show out and show up, and they've been
Oh,
showing out and showing up for the last couple of weeks. I really think this is another dub for them. I like this game. I like this matchup, and I like their chances, especially because it's a division game. So most of the times they're like, "Oh, the Texans are the best team in this division."
right.
You could be shown something different.
Yeah,
So
let's see.
give me the Colts. Next up, we got the Titans against the Lions in Lions Stadium. They're given
Can we
10
skip
and a
this pick?
half.
Can we skip the pick, or can we gotta like?
I mean, you could pick it. I'm going with the Lions -11
I
though.
mean, I
Yeah,
feel like everybody. If a kid never
Lions.
saw football, he's going with the Lions.
Yeah.
Like,
Tennessee has a really good defense, but the Lions will.
I think they win by like 14 to
They
20.
can't do anything with them.
Yeah, I just don't think it's that close. I don't think it's a chance that it's close.
do y'all think D Hop need to leave? You need to get out of there.
I don't know if it's him. It's just like, yeah. Like last season, he had like one great game, and that was it. He had 3
Okay.
touchdowns in a game, and he was showing out. But how do you add Calvin Ridley to the mix and y'all get worse? That's my question.
Right.
So I don't know
Quarterback
what it
play.
is with them, but they're weird.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Saints at Charger Stadium. Saints are plus 7.5.
Which is crazy.
I think it's because
Plus
they
7?
got too much injury. Chargers are great on defense. Herbert is good. I'm going with the Chargers.
I mean, what you call the receiver from the Saints, Rashid, or he's out
Yeah,
for
he's
the
out.
year.
Yep.
So,
I don't
so
know
yeah,
if Olave is
I'll go.
healthy.
Yeah, I'll get this one to John Harbaugh.
Yep. Tony, what you got?
I got Los Angeles. New Orleans is just they don't have
They're all
enough.
over the place, right?
They're injured. They have a rookie quarterback. No run game.
No
They're like
run
the
game.
Panthers. They're like the Panthers right now.
Fair enough.
Next up, we got the Bills at Seattle. The Bills are -3 against Seattle. I'm going with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I am going with Buffalo. Like I said, Amari and Allen look really good together.
Yeah.
My boy, what is his name? Ray Davis?
Yeah, Ray Davis.
Ray Davis, the little bowling ball out there running things over. I'm going Buffalo. I'll even give you a number. I'm going Buffalo plus 10.
Is
You mean
that
like
-10.
minus 10?
-10.
Ooh,
-10.
ooh.
is
Sorry.
I'm
Dalvin
going
Cook's brother
Seattle.
back? Is
Regardless if he's back or not, I still got them -10.
Who?
Dalvin Cook's brother?
Oh, James. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good to go.
Okay. So yeah, then I'll go with the Bills too.
Yep.
Easy.
I'm on that Seahawks train right now, bro.
I respect it
Boy.
though.
Hey, good.
Give me this one. So we got game of the week, in my opinion, is the Battle of the Rookies. We got the Bears against the Commanders in Commander Stadium. I'm going with the Commanders.
Mm. I'm.
It,
I'll just get my pick. It's definitely the Bears.
Bears for me too. I don't think the Commanders.
Caleb Williams is coming home, baby.
Yeah, and Jaden Daniels, I think it's hurt. I think RG3. I mean Jaden Daniels is
ooh,
hurt.
ooh, you just slipped up a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the Bears. I don't think Commanders can do anything. Their defense is lackluster. They allow people to run on them.
Hey,
I got.
y'all about to see Jaden Daniels go to work.
I,
If he's healthy,
I
he's
don't.
good.
I don't got Marcus scoring 30. I don't think they're gonna win.
If it's
Straight up.
Marcus, I'll give you the Bears. If it's Jaden Daniels,
Nah, give us what you think it's gonna be.
if it's Marcus Mariota, it's a totally different game. All right.
Completely different.
I need Jaden Daniels starting because that's the game of the week if it is that, and I'm going with the Commanders if it's Jaden Daniels. Next up, we got the shit bowl of the week. It's the Panthers at the Broncos.
Broncos.
Broncos easily.
Broncos are not bad.
Broncos got to win by 9 though. Y'all think that happens? Andy Dalton got in a car accident, so he may not be the starter. Maybe Bryce
Don't
Young
matter
again.
with Andy or without Andy.
I
Plus,
actually think Andy is pretty good though. Like he can put up points.
where was he in Washington when they was dogging him out?
He was some shit. I'll say that he was some shit.
Just throwing picks back to back.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Dak Dalton over
he's
there.
been a little bit better for the Commanders when for the Panthers when he stepped in. I'll say that. So I would say covering this 8.5 spread. If Andy Dalton is good to go, it's possible. I'll say it's a possibility. So I'll go with the Panthers on that spread. Chiefs minus 9.5 in Raiders Stadium. What do y'all got?
I got Chiefs. I got Raiders with the upset here.
I got the Raiders with the upset too.
I got the Raiders with the upset.
Hey, Antonio Pierce said it himself. He makes his players hate the color red, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Tony?
Bro, I got the Chiefs. You know the Chiefs are gonna.
We don't know nothing, Tony. Don't force this on us.
10 points is a lot, bro. I'm going with the Raiders for sure.
I got the Chiefs, man. Not in this game. I do feel a loss looming here in the near future.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I think this is the week that it happens. If it's gonna be one stupid loss, it's gonna be the Raiders.
Think so?
Yep. All right. Next game.
Buddy.
I think this is America's favorite game. It's the Cowboys against the Niners in Niner Stadium.
I'll go Cowboys.
Cowboys are 4.5 underdogs.
Oh.
I'll go Cowboys.
I'll go Cowboys.
Hey, y'all just came off a bye, and the Niners are looking a little beat up. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys too on this one.
And last but not least, we got.
Whoa! I'm gonna go with the Niners.
Wow, you going against your own team, bro?
Bro, I know what I said and all the trash I talked this entire show, and I want them to win. I just don't think they will win.
Nigga, Jerry's not gonna fuck with you, but he gonna get us canceled. Jerry got power, bro. We gotta watch.
I want him to do good. I just don't think they are.
I thought you were for sure saying the Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys though. I mean, like Darius, if you look at it logically, like you said, they're coming off a bye week. You got to believe they got healthier. They were supposed to be getting 2 or 3 of the defensive players back a week ago. So with that, and I believe Dak maybe has had the time to just sit down. I know he just tore his house down. Everybody in Dallas was mad and saying when hurricanes and all this bullshit is going on and Dak's doing that. People are just finding dumb reasons to hate the nigga. But I think he's going to have a week.
I think he's going to do what he has to do.
Yeah, and I think they're going to. But what I do believe is they do need to make that trade for a running back, an impactful running back.
They need a run game, bro. I mean, here's my thing. Why don't y'all just go get Alvin Kamara? Yeah, it's not a terrible idea.
Yeah. I mean, we can say that for another show because we almost out, but nah.
And last but not least, we got the Giants at the Steelers. Steelers
what
are
a fucking
5.5
boring ass game that's gonna be.
It's gonna be a very boring game, but I'm going with the Steelers.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. Just to play devil's advocate. I feel like Daniel Jones is gonna help me out in the Ravens and keep getting
I like it.
I'm gonna go with the Giants as well.
But why though?
I think they first of all the Giants have a decent run game.
They
I don't
do.
know if you guys have been watching the Giants. They can run. Of course, Danny's gonna run the ball regardless.
Yeah.
But they got Tyrone Tracy who
Yeah.
runs the rock. I think Devin Singletary's still hurt. But even if he's not hurt, he runs the rock. They have a decent run game. They have a decent defense actually this
Yeah,
year.
they do.
Okay.
So I think they can weirdly pull this game off.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I think the Giants, like we all kind of say, I think they can make this upset because I don't think the Steelers, they're not a 5-2 team. I just feel like they have that record, kind of like the Vikings. Even though I do think the Vikings are better than the Steelers, but I just put them in that same category. So,
Hey, we gonna let the weekend do its work, man. We gonna
but
we
good
gonna
luck
have
with
to
your
see.
good luck with your picks to our listeners and viewers. We appreciate theirs for trying to keep some money in our pockets. We appreciate it, brother. And there's gonna be a segment every week, fellas and ladies out there, whoever's listening to our show. There's gonna be a weekly segment when we talk about like when we go over the picks,
Yep.
and hopefully we get some of y'all paid. And if y'all get paid, y'all want to donate some money to our podcast, we'll take it. I'll put the Cash App on there. But one thing we want y'all to do, me, and Darius, and Tony, we want you guys to subscribe, follow our podcast on TikTok,
Yep.
on YouTube, the YouTube channel, and we hope y'all continue listening. If you got any topics you want to hear more, send it to the shop. We'll chop it up and we'll talk about it. But we appreciate y'all for joining us this week on the Barbershop Talk podcast. Darius and Tony,
Deuces, y'all.
we
Peace,
out.
man.